Hey y'all, Future Brand here, and I just wanted to pop in to let you guys know that if you missed my community post this week, my booktube channel plus my in-person book club has been nominated for the 2025 It's Lit Literary Award. You guys, I had no freaking clue. I didn't know I was being nominated. I didn't know my name was going to be added to the ballot. I didn't know my book club was going to be added to the ballot. I did not find out until a member of the book club had told me that we were on there. It shocked me. And so the member of the book club jumped in our book club chat. She posted that she was a nominee as well. And she posted that we both were, the book club and her, but I missed the whole part of her mentioning the book club because I literally just glanced at it. And I was just congratulating her. Like, I was so happy for her because she's an author, right? So I didn't read past that. I just seen her. She posted her picture and I was just congratulating her. And then I got tagged on Threads by another member from the book club that said our book club was nominated. And I was like, wait, what? Ain't nobody told me a thing. So I go back to the group chat and I see everybody is telling me congratulations too. And I'm like, wait, what? So I go out to look at everybody that was nominated. And I mean, I'm talking big nominations. Authors, traditionally published, independent authors. And this is for the Black community. This award is for the Black Bookish community. It's given the Grammys, okay? And then I'm scrolling and I'm voting for all of my people, podcasts, authors, favorite books. Caleb Bookish Vibes is on there. So y'all make sure y'all go out there and vote for her. And then I'm scrolling and I see my in-person book club, right? So of course I vote. And then I keep scrolling and I see my booktube. And I'm like, no freaking way. No freaking way. So I'm saying all this to say, please go vote. The link is in my community post. Please vote. Right now, they're voting for the top 5 in each category, I believe. You pretty much have all month to vote, but right now is very, very, very important so that I can be in the top 5. I am honored to be nominated in both categories, but it would be amazing to win at least one of them. And I said, if my book club win, y'all, I'm going up there like Young Money. I need my entire book club to be accepting this award. You know, just being a nominee, I'm blessed. I'm super excited about it. So blessed. If I don't win anything, I'm just happy about that. This is literally a highlight for me, okay? I've got it pinned on my Instagram page because what? So yes, I'm saying all this to say, please go vote. I appreciate you if you've already voted, if you've already seen my community post, if you've already seen me posting on Instagram. Vote, because I'm going to be talking about it until votes can no longer be made, okay? So let's get into the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of the things that I'm going to tell you to do again in the video. So let's get to the video. Bye-bye. I need to change my headphones. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? Good. Y'all staying warm. Y'all staying safe. Trying to stay warm. Okay. I'm giving everybody a few minutes to get in. Welcome or welcome back to the channel, y'all. It is your girl Brandy. If you're new here, if you're not, welcome back. So today is going to be a cozy bookish vlog. It is officially snowing in Memphis. It is that weekend that everybody has been experiencing with the snow. It is Saturday, the first day of the snowstorm that we've been anticipating all week. So this vlog is just going to be a cozy bookish vlog. I don't know how long it's going to be for because I'm in a house for 5 days. Okay, I do not have to go back into the office until the middle of next week. So I'm gonna be here, so let's vlog. The beginning of the vlog, I did my book club meeting. Obviously we had to do it virtually because it's snowing today. We originally had it scheduled for today and we had some fun activities that we were scheduled to do today, but due to the inclement weather, we're unable to meet on today, obviously. So we just did it on Teams, which was very, very fun, very cozy. Everybody was just cozy. We met up and we chit-chatted about our book. We read Destiny's Embrace by Beverly Jenkins. This is the first book in an interconnected standalone series. Y'all, we had a very, very good time with this book. This book was so good, and I'm happy the club loved it because this was me introducing them to historical romance. A lot of the members in my group read romance or thrillers, and they are kind of hesitant on trying historical fiction as a group. Some of us read historical fiction, but like as a group, they're kind of hesitant because, you know, historical fiction can be very dark. It can be hard to read. And so I was like, y'all, I really want us to tap into historical. So I knew the best way to do that was to introduce them to Miss Beverly Jenkins. And they absolutely loved it down. They want to finish the series, so we do plan to finish the series as a group, and I'm so excited about that because some of them already moved on to book number 2 and completed the series and read book number 3, but I'm ready to move on to book number 2 because book number 1 was so good and the epilogue kind of left off on a mini cliffhanger, and I need more information on what happened in the epilogue. So yeah. So the first thing I want to do is I have some new glasses. So Aoolia sent me some glasses to do a collab with them. They sent me 5 pair of glasses. 3 of them are prescription glasses and 2 of them are shades. The shades does not have prescription in them. They're just regular shades, which is fine with me. So this is the package. I already kind of took some of the plastic off because it didn't come like in a box. It came in a package like this, and I needed to know what this package was. So I've already opened it. So this is like 3 boxes. There's 1, 2, and 3. And so all 5 pair of glasses should be in these 3 boxes. So let's see what we got. So opening the box, this is the package. I love getting glasses in these little bags here because you can use them as cloths. And this is so cute. Okay, these are cute. Y'all know I got a lot of glasses, right? Y'all already know I have tons of glasses. So I had to pick some glasses outside of my norm with these because I literally just got glasses. So with these, I was able to pick some that were just a little bit more fun. I typically like a black frame. I like a brown frame. I just like neutral color frames because I wear them 24/7 and I need them to match my outfits. But with this time, I was able to pick out some that were a little fun. So I've already taken the little plastic off of here, but I got these blue ones, y'all. So cute. They're blue and brown. They're not the tortoise design. I don't really know what this design is called because the ones I currently have on are tortoise, so they're not the same, but they are a square glasses. This gonna be my glasses for the day because it matched my pajamas that I got on. I'm wearing pajamas and a cardigan. That's today's outfit. But y'all, look at these. So cute, right? I love them. So they were able to add my prescription plus blue light to these because obviously I'm working at a computer all day, every day. I'm using my phone all day, every day, and I'm looking at my iPad. So I always request blue light in them since I'm sitting at a computer screen. Y'all, these are cute. I really love the blue. The blue is so fun. These are so freaking cute. So that's the first pair. I really need a eyeglass organizer situation. I have one, but I've accumulated so many more eyeglasses since buying that one. I need another one. So if any of you companies, maybe the Container Store or container companies, want to send your girl something to organize her eyeglasses, I will gladly appreciate that, okay? Now, they do come with the cloths. So I love that. I love these cloths. And so now let's open up the second pair and see what I got. So they have this little paper on them to protect the lens while they're in the box, which is cool. Now these are a pink frame. They're pink with like a light mint green color, and then it's silver here. These are so cute. These are cute. I like these. These are cute. These are so cute. Yeah, I like these. I'm not really a silver girl, but it just goes. It just goes. It literally just goes. These are perfect. I think my daughter would like these. These are so cute. They fit nicely. Good quality too. So yeah, I love those. So that's the second pair. So I'm gonna put these back. I'm gonna keep these blue ones out because I think I'm gonna wear the blue ones today since they match my outfit. So let's get to the second box. So in the second box, they give you some lens cleaning wipes. So I have 3 of those, which is helpful because though I use the little cloth, you know, sometimes you still need to do a really good clean on your eyeglasses as well, due to smudges and all of the things. So I really love that they put that in there. So this is the third frame that I got. Let's take this plastic off. This color is like a grayish. No, these are my shades. These are my shades. Let me put these back for right now. Let's get to the other eyeglasses so we can kind of have some order around here. Let's see. Okay. So this is the third pair. Now I remember I went with a cat eye frame on this third pair. It has the gold finish. It has a little tortoise on there. I really like these. These are cute. These are cute. Oh yeah, these are cute. I used to wear a cat eye frame a while back and I just stopped buying them. Like, this wasn't no longer my go-to style, but I think I'm gonna bring these back because these are so cute. Yeah, I love them. I love them. Yeah, I can't wait to be wearing these. So cute. So yeah, this is the third frame that I chose. And then next we are going to get to the shades, because I am a shades girly. I love me a pair of shades. I just wish I was able to get prescription in them, but it's fine because a lot of my shades do not have prescription in them, so I'm not too messed up about it. So we can get back to the frame that I was getting ready to open because I knew they were shades. It's just a gray pair. It's like a cat eye shade. Like a good everyday eyeglass shade. I said eyeglass. So yeah, these are cute. I'm very picky about my shades because I know my head shape and I know what looks good on me. So these are cute. These are like the perfect everyday shade. I really, really love those. Love them. And I think it's like a hint of pink too. So that's that. And then, no, those are the eyeglasses I said I'm gonna put on as soon as I'm done doing this unboxing. So then I got another cat eye, and this one is like a brown. I love a brown shade. It has like a hint of orange and gold. So this is them right here. These are cute. These are cute. They're very dark. They're very dark. I gotta see how these look outside because they're heavily tinted. So much so that when I'm looking at my frame on my camera, I can't see myself. I thought my camera had died. So yeah, these are cute. I love them. I love these so much. So thank you so much for sending me these glasses, you guys. I'm going to put all the information down in the description box. So if you're interested in getting any of these, the information will be down below. I'm about to finish my coffee and put these cute glasses back on. And when I'm doing something else bookish, I'll be right back. Ooh, you got me out here acting different. Got me cleaning, cooking in the kitchen. Y'all, I just got done watching His and Hers, the TV show adaptation by Alice Finney's book. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Y'all, that was so good. I did not read the book, but I wanted to just go ahead and jump into the show because I knew I wouldn't have had time to read the book. It was good, okay? The plot twist, I did not see that. I did not see that coming. If you read the book, if you've seen the show, y'all, I did not see that coming, but I loved it, okay? I loved it. So let's talk about what I'm going to be reading this weekend. I'm currently in the middle of 2 books, and they're by the same author. It's so crazy. But I'm currently in the middle of 2 books. I have 3 books on my snowstorm weekend TBR. Simply because one of these are priority. I need to wrap it up because the release date for this one is this upcoming Tuesday, and it is an e-arc, so I would love to get my review up on Monday for this book. And so that is With Love from Harlem. If you guys seen my last vlog, you already know that I've been reading this one. I'm about 40% into the book, 42%. I read a couple of chapters early this morning because I just woke up out of my sleep just to see if the weatherman was telling the truth about the snow. very much telling the truth about the snow. So I just decided to read a couple of chapters until I fell back to sleep. So yeah, I'm reading it. Y'all, the female main character, Hazel, strong, independent. Okay. I need to do a little bit more research on who Hazel is in real life, because this is based off of real a jazz singer, if I'm not mistaken. I still have not read the synopsis, so I can't tell you guys what the synopsis says, which also means I don't really want to give you guys a brief synopsis of the book because I don't want to spoil it. But I do want to find out some more information about Hazel because I like her. She's the definition of independent. If you look up independent in a dictionary, it's going to be her, and I love that so much. So that's what I'm reading, With Love from Harlem by Rashonda Tate. And I already told you guys, like in a couple of videos ago, that Rashonda Tate is the same author that wrote Miss Pearlie's Girls. And I started a reread on this one. I'm reading it via audiobook right now, and y'all, it is just as good, just as messy as when I first read this book. I think I read this book back in 2022 or 2023. One of those 2 years. Probably earlier than that, because in 2022 I had my son, and I feel like I read this with my then book club before I had my son. I don't know, maybe after. But just as good, just as messy. I feel like if you like the movie Soul Food, you will eat this book up. It's literally the same thing as Soul Food. We're following 4 sisters in this book. They're all estranged. One of them name is Maxine. She is the oldest. She actually is the only one that stuck around and stayed with Mama to help Mom. All the other sisters left home once they became adults. Well, Mama is sick, and they all get that phone call that Mama is sick and you guys need to come home. Mama is requesting for all of her girls to be here. And so let me make sure. I guess I should just give y'all the synopsis. So raising 4 very different daughters on her own in Arkansas wasn't easy for Miss Pearlie Bell. And she's always regretted that the sisters went their separate ways and never wanted to see each other again. But when Pearlie is stricken with a terminal illness, she summons them all home, determined to somehow help them get right with each other and forgive. But that means dealing with the past secrets and the lies first. Okay, that's all I'm going to give you guys. I'm literally about 50% in via audio right now, and the secrets are starting to drop. And y'all, this book is just good. I just feel like if you love the movie Soul Food, then you will thoroughly enjoy this book. And yes, I'm reading 2 books by the same author, because once I realized that I was going to be reading this, I was like, dang, I want to do a reread. This is my very first reread ever. I've never reread a book, and I'm having a grand time. The audio narrator is so good. So yeah, I'm planning to finish this one while I'm moving and grooving throughout the weekend. But my priority is to finish this one. That way I can do my review on that one soon. And then I have a buddy read that I need to start this weekend, and we are going to be reading Thick of Love. So me and my book bestie Tajay, we've made a list of buddy reads that we're going to do this year. And so this is one of the books that's on our list. We typically pull books that we already have on our shelves because it kind of forces us to read from our physical TBRs, you know? So that's what we're doing. I'm hoping to start this one at least by Sunday, just to get a taste of it and make this my next physical read. I've been heavy into my audiobooks right now, simply because I could put my AirPod in and listen to them while I work throughout the day, and I've been busting them down. Okay, I probably need to do a rapid fire read and wrap up with you guys at some point, because I've been busting down some books this month, simply because I've been listening to some of them on audio. So yeah, that's that. And then You guys know in my last video, I showed you guys some Kindle inserts that I had got made and I've been using. And so I showed the images to my husband, and my husband went and got the images. He made them bigger so that I can have them as posters for my wall. And so today I'm going to be framing them. I've already framed one. I framed this library card one. It says, buy me books and tell me I'm pretty. So he printed these off, I think in 11 by 17 or 11 by 13. I don't quite remember, but I'm getting ready to frame the rest of them that I have. So I got this one just with all of our favorite Black girl actresses reading. So I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna frame that one. And then this one is not 11.5 by 17 because I made this one a little bit smaller, but this is the one of meat with meat on it that I got printed. So I gotta find a frame for that one, but he did get that one enlarged. And then he got this one enlarged as well. And then I have one more somewhere. And he got this one enlarged as well. So I'm getting ready to go ahead and get these framed, because at some point today I do want to tackle my bookshelves. I already have how I want each and every bookshelf to be in my reading room now, because I'm going to add another smaller one in this space. And so I do want to add these pictures on the walls today as well. So I do have all of the things to do that. But then I also want to just chill and read for a bit. I don't want to spend my first snow day just running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So I'm getting ready to go ahead and frame these, and then I'm probably gonna sit down on the couch and just snuggle up and read a bit and probably take a nap because I am sleepy. I've been up since the crack of dawn this morning. Why, I don't freaking know. So yeah, I'll be back with a reading update, because when I come back I should have already been reading something. And yeah, and I'll let you guys know what we're going to be doing next. Hopefully tackling these bookshelves, but we'll see. So it's lots of hours later and I'm back with a little reading update and kind of just give you guys a brief synopsis of this story. So I'm still reading With Love from Harlem by Rashonda Tate, and this book is about Hazel Scott, the Hazel Scott, and the relationship she had with Adam Powell Jr., who was a congressman and a pastor. Hazel Scott is a performer. She's an artist. And it's grimy. It's a grimy relationship. It's very grimy. You know, they say the way you got your man is the way your man is going to be. If you quote unquote stole your man from a woman, he ain't gonna be worth a damn. Okay? If your man was entangled with someone else while trying to get with you, he's not gonna be worth a damn. Okay? And what I love most about Hazel Scott is how independent she is, and I've already slightly spoken about that. She's very independent. She is growing her career from the bottom up, and she works hard to ensure that her career path is exactly how she envisioned it to be. It really sucks when you are building something as a single individual, whether it's a man or a female. And when you get into a relationship, the way that man or female met you is what they should expect from you. But when you get into a relationship and they start trying to change you, that's when it becomes an issue. And that's what's going on in this book. Ultimately, Adam painted this picture at the beginning of what he wanted their relationship to look like. And then he flipped the script after they said I do. And it's gradually, it's not immediately. For the reader, it's like, damn, okay. But it's gradually. It's not like he woke up tomorrow and the shit flipped. But it's gradually. And it irritates me because I love to see an individual create their path and make their way on their own without help. I love to see that because what you created for yourself, nobody had their fingers dipped into. Nobody should be able to jump in and alter those things. Okay, that's your thing. And that's why when celebrities get married, they keep their last names, because they created that. That's theirs. Nobody can touch that, right? And so some unfortunate events is just happening for Hazel that's making me feel for her. Because she needs her village during this time. She just needs her village during this time. The book is really good. I'm not reading it as fast as I would want to, mainly because I did rest today. I took a nap. I ate. I finished. I was watching TV. I was just enjoying my snow day, and I didn't get much reading done because I was actually just a little bit too drowsy to even focus. But it's later in the night now, and so I am reading. I'm about 52% in. I was hoping that I could be done with this book today so that I could start something tomorrow, but it's looking like I'm going to be reading this probably through the rest of this weekend, which is fine. It's just I know with my current schedule, it's kind of hard for me to pick up a physical book or and I don't know why. I know why. I've already told you guys this. It's because I'm putting my health and fitness first, and I'm no longer reading while I'm doing my cardio. That's why. And I didn't realize how much that took away from how quickly I get through books. I didn't realize that until now. Because I'm like, I'm working, I'm doing the same thing. But yeah, I'm not reading while I'm doing cardio anymore because I'm really focusing on what I'm doing. Instead of just going at a pace that is comfortable enough for me to have my Kindle in my hand and read as I go. So yeah, when I have another bookish update or when I'm doing something else bookish, I'll be back. I just wanted to come and kind of give you guys an update and kind of give you guys a what's going on in this book, because I've been talking about the book, but I really hadn't been given it a synopsis, and that's because I have not read the synopsis still. I'm probably not going to read the synopsis until I finish the book, because I don't want to spoil anything for myself, and I feel like sometimes a synopsis can do that. I am back, and I've been talking about redoing my room and my shelves for a minute. while I don't want to do a dedicated redo my shelves with me video, I'm going to go ahead and do this shelf here while I give you guys my reading wrap-ups for the 2 books that I've been reading in this vlog. So yesterday, I didn't even show my face yesterday. I was just knee deep into doing the things. But yesterday, while I was knee deep into doing the things, I went ahead and finished Miss Pearlie's Girls by Rashonda Tate, and I was listening to that one via audio. And y'all, I loved it the same way I loved it the first time I read it. Like, it was a very good book, and I'm so happy that someone that I knew was currently reading it or had just got done reading it, because this time I had somebody different to talk about the book with. It was so good. It was still good. I don't remember what I rated it back when I read it, because I don't even know if I was rating books at the time that I read that book. Like, that's how long ago I read that book, so I don't even know if I was rating books at that time. But highly recommend the book. If you like family drama, let's just say if you like Soul Food the movie, literally, if you like Soul Food the movie, then you will love this book. It's 4 sisters, family drama, death in the family, and the family drama is nothing but tea. A lot of hidden secrets that will have you shocked. Okay, I love the book. I loved it just like I loved it the first time. I want another book like that. Like, I want another messy family drama book like that on that same level. Maybe not by the same author, because then it will give that she just mimicked the book, because she's already written a book like that. So of course, if she's writing more books, she's gonna have to write them differently. But I would love to read another family drama that just gives you all of the tea. I'm looking and I realize I ain't got no glasses on. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, that's better. So yes, if you are into like family dramas, just family dramas, then that book is definitely for you. Like I said, I loved it, and I just think it was a good read. So currently with this shelf right here, I want to make this entire shelf nothing but YA and fantasy. So I keep all of my fantasy novels up here, because this is literally all the fantasy books that I have, and because most of them are hardbacks, I feel like they just look good displayed the way that they are. So I'm going to continue with fantasy up here, but I want this entire space to be nothing but YA. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm clearing out my adult novels out of this space so that I could just move all of my YA books over here. Because I just want to organize by genre now. I just feel like that's better for me, because right now I don't have them organized by genre. I have them organized, like my shelf that is usually behind me when I'm recording at my desk, those are kind of like color coordinated, and then my taller shelf is mostly romance novels. So I think I'm gonna keep I have written it down because I did not want to start this project with no direction. I absolutely hate watching videos where people don't know what to do with their shelves, but they are creating a whole video to reorganize their shelves. Like, I hate watching those videos, because why did you start a project if you had no clear direction on which route you were going to take? We're watching this video and it's not live. We can't give you any suggestions, because by the time we see this video, you probably have already finished. So yeah, so with this one, like I said, it's going to be YA. I have a skinny one that I usually don't show, and that is just the shelf that I use to house all of the books that I read throughout the year. So any physical book that I read throughout the year, I put it on that shelf just so that I can see what it looks like, right? You know how people do the little stack or whatever. And then my tall shelf, I think I'm going to keep, I have written down that I'm going to keep it my romance shelf. And then my two smaller shelves that's attached to my desk that you guys sometimes see if I'm doing like sit down videos and I'm sitting by my desk. I'm going to make that my thriller section. All of the books there is going to be thrillers, and then the shelf that you guys see behind me is literally going to be like literary fiction, overflow, contemporary fiction, and probably some historical fiction. It's all going to be back there. And then I have this I don't know what you guys call it, little funny looking shelf. It's like 2 tiers, but it go this way and this way. I have that, and I think I'm going to put my memoirs on that because I don't have that many memoirs, so I think it will be perfect to just build on that. And then anything else, yeah, that's exactly how I'm going to do that. So right now I'm just moving all of my thriller books so that I can, because mostly over here was thriller and YA anyway, so I'm just taking all of my thriller books that are not YA so that I can move them, and then I'm gonna reshelve all of my YA books, and it's not gonna be color coordinated. It's just literally gonna be on vibes. I think it works better for me that way, simply because I just love when books are mixed up. It look like a bookstore, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna just keep them stacked right here. But yeah, so, and about With Love from Harlem, y'all, this book is so very good. I went and did some research about Hazel Scott. I was so deep into my Google search that I spoiled the book for myself, like, because this book is literally about Hazel Scott. I still didn't read the synopsis, but it's literally about Hazel Scott. So if you Google Hazel Scott before you read this book, you're going to spoil this book for yourself, because when you Google Hazel Scott, it tells you who she is, who she's married to, how many children she has, and just a brief summary of her life. And that's exactly what you get in here. So I highly recommend that you just wait until you finish the book if you want to go into it blind, but I highly recommend that you just finish the book before you tap into your Google search for her. She was very close friends with Billie Holiday, and you get to, it's some name dropping and some relationships that she have with some big names that we all know and love, which I really enjoyed that aspect of it too, because it kind of gives you an idea of how deep off into a long time ago that it was, right, when they are talking about these people. So I'm just gonna read you guys my review that I'm going to be posting. By the time you guys see this, the review would have been posted already. And so my thoughts were, first, let me say how happy I was to get back into Rashonda's writing. I read Miss Pearlie's Girls by her a few years back and loved it, so I knew I would enjoy this one as well. Before this book, I had no knowledge of Hazel Scott. I went into this book blind and just knew because it was a historical fiction that I would have a good time. But once we started to get deeper into some of the character stories, I had to pause and go on a Google search rabbit hole. I dug so deep I ended up spoiling some of this book for myself. I absolutely love a strong, independent female main character. With knowing Hazel Scott is real, it made me love her story even more. What I love the most about her is how she wasn't only a musician, but also was heavily committed to civil rights, and we got to see a glimpse of that in this book. She stood on business not only when it came to herself, but black women that worked alongside her as well. Now, if we get into her husband, Adam Clayton was something. He was very adamant and consistent when they first met, but not in a favorable way. He came with a bag full of garbage, if you ask me. He was just too good to be true. If historical fiction is your favorite genre, you will eat this up. The chapters are short but come with a punch and made for a great read. I highly recommend this novel. So if you guys, I've been seeing it around. Like, people are literally talking about it, and in real time it releases tomorrow. And that's all I've been seeing across my timeline. And I don't know if it's because a lot of people were waiting to save their reviews closer to pub date or what, but that's all you see people talking about. it is a good read. I definitely recommend it. It's just so good. I love Hazel Scott's character. And it's hard to call it a character because it mimics her real life. But obviously it's fiction because some of the stuff is not true. But after all of the research and the things that Rashonda did, a lot of this stuff does mimic her life. So I just loved who she is as a person. Like, I didn't know who she was. Like, I just didn't. So yeah, I highly recommend this book. This was a good book. And that's pretty much it. I'm not reading anything else in this vlog. This was a weekend vlog over the snow that everybody got this weekend. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't have anything else. I do need to concentrate on getting my shelves knocked out because this is one of the tasks that I need to do today amongst others. And that's another reason why I don't really want to record this, because I'm gonna be moving and grooving. I'm looking raggedy for one. I'm looking super raggedy for one, and for two, I don't feel like recording, stopping, talking, and none of that. So we're just gonna keep it short and sweet. I might do a little b-roll of what my shelves look like when I'm done. I might not, I don't know. But thank y'all so much for sticking out with me for this weekend snowed in cozy vlog. If you guys are planning on picking up these books after hearing my reviews, please let me know, because I love to chit chat about the books that I've recommended or books that we've read in common. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, ta-ta.